Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Abigail, the ultimate guru, and with me, as always, is my co-host, the world's only comedian, Bryden Proctor.
Hello.
And we also have, once
Hello.
again, yeah, we heard you
Hello.
the first time. Can you not ruin the intro? Can you just shut up? Thank you. Okay. So we also have the same guest as we had on our free episode this week. Dot is back. Yay. Hello. And we're going to do a live remote viewing session from the very, very beginning. So she's going to have to explain to us exactly how to do this with her. And we thought we would include that in the recording as instructive information. Bryden,
Yeah.
you were going to be doing this, so you go ahead. Take it away.
Okay. So what do I gotta do? I've got coordinates,
Yeah.
and
So you went
information.
onto Google Maps and you found a location somewhere in the world.
Yes.
So one thing I will say is it works best if it's not a location that you've been to in the past. So
I
is that
have not.
have you never been there?
Never been
Okay.
there.
Sometimes if you've been to that location, you get like weird psychic data and you pick up like really, really abstract information. So it's less literal. So it's best to do a blind test with somewhere you've never been before, just as a caution. Um, so then you'll take the coordinates and you'll put them open your notes app in your phone
Okay.
and you put the coordinates in the body text of the note.
Alright. You're not gonna look at all the other stuff on my phone, are you?
No, I can't see anything else in there. And then you'll title it with a code, just something random. Don't make it mean anything, just totally random, letters and numbers.
Okay, like how many letters and numbers? Is there too few or too many?
5,
Okay.
yeah, 5 or 6, something like that.
Alright.
It's like
Now
advanced Indian scammers. She's just looking at your phone now.
right. Yeah, she's like
All of your information.
I'm getting all his passwords.
yeah, just now my phone note app, it doesn't
Mhm.
like really have like a title thing. It's got like
Oh,
one long thing. Like I put the title of what I would call it at the top. Is that
yeah,
gonna matter?
no, that's fine.
Okay.
That should work. And then take a screenshot on your phone of the coordinates and the title, just as like clarification for the time so that you know that you didn't change it. That's usually how we do it with blind tests
Okay.
between people. And then the person will send me the screenshot of the time that they put the coordinates in so it matches with the coordinates that they give me. Just as like extra layers.
Okay. Um,
So they can't just claim that you were
that you didn't
right.
do it.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
exactly. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really matter for this purpose, but it does if you're trying really hard to like get it as accurate as possible and like see
Okay.
whether or not you were right.
And I'm supposed to send this to you or no?
No,
Okay.
so just you can just read the code out to me
All right.
and that's it.
But not the
The
coordinates.
title,
Yeah.
not the coordinates. Yeah.
Okay. The title is G as in gun, H S
Don't
is in
actually.
uh,
Yeah, just say it.
oh, G
I'm gonna
H
start
E
saying guns.
oh, GHS 363.
Okay. Can you say it again, please?
GHS 363.
Okay. And I'm just going to cover my eyes and think about it. And as I start to see stuff, I'll tell you what I see, okay?
All right. That sounds good to me.
Can you read the title to me one more time?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, GHS 363.
Okay.
And then Abby's yelling at her kids or something.
The first thing I'm seeing is a mushroom.
All right.
So usually what I'll do, oftentimes the first thing you see is an anchor point. It may not be accurate, but it's like a way in.
And then I don't know, Abby, I can write all these down or you write them down because I'll be curious.
I can write them down. I'll
All
be a
right.
note taker. So we got a mushroom.
Damn, like, all intent, but we still have to, like, make good radio.
Sorry.
Um, but yeah, it's like, I know I asked you, it's fine if we can chit chat through this. Is there, like, a moment that it needs to build up first, or how does that work? Uh,
Like, are we distracting you?
yeah.
Maybe actually. I've never done it with people talking in the background before.
We
I'm
can
not
be more
sure.
quiet.
Hold on a second. You might just have to cut parts out. Is that okay?
Uh,
Do you edit?
no. No,
Oh,
I'm
shit.
not a
It'll
fucking
work out
edit.
because it's a special situation. It'll work out.
Okay. Okay, I'm seeing some sort of a swimming pool, I think. It's like a squarish body of water. It might be like a fish tank or something, like encased in water. Like it's like glass encased in water, but I can see waves. So I don't know exactly what that means, but I'm seeing it like like, oh, chunks in Minecraft? You know when the chunks misload? Have you
Mhm.
guys played Minecraft before?
I
Oh,
have
yeah.
not.
Yeah.
So sometimes when the world loads wrong, you'll see like a chunk of the world cut out. It's like that, but with just water. It's like a cube. I can
Okay.
see a palm tree on the other side of the water, and it's got coconuts on it. Oh,
Uh,
I can see something I can't really identify.
Okay.
It's like a weird hooded figure or something, like a person with a cloak on. That's a bit
Oh,
weird.
no.
It doesn't look menacing though, it just looks like an image. So I'm gonna go back to the mushroom because
Okay.
I feel like I've run off in the wrong direction, maybe? So sometimes you can like go back and think about the original anchor point and that sort of recenters you.
Mhm.
I'm seeing I think they're bolts, like nuts and bolts, like little metal bolts.
Mhm. Nuts and
And
bolts.
a building. Yeah, there's like a building there, like a skyscraper or something. It's a big concrete. It's to my left. And it's got a bunch of little windows up the side. Yeah, I
Windows at
think
the
I'm in a
side.
city now.
City.
I can see little street lamps. Um, like those they look like wrought iron, cast iron or something, the black ones with the bendy bit and the little hanging globe of light on the bottom of the bendy bit. Does that make any sense?
Yes, I can picture it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a European city, I think. Or at least that's how I'm perceiving it. And
Right.
I can see a park in the distance. That might be where the mushroom is. Yeah. Although the mushroom is like, um, it's not a food mushroom. It's actually more like a toadstool. It's like one of those ones with the red top and the white spots. So it's kind of making me think that the mushroom is like a caricature of a mushroom. It's a toadstool, right?
Yeah, I think that's what
Yeah.
they're called.
Yeah. So sometimes when you see something that's like a caricature of something else, it could be a picture or a painting. I can't tell specifically. That's why I say it's good to just keep your
Mhm.
mind open and just explain everything you see. But I'm trying to explain why. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can there's a park there that I can see with trees and obviously because it's a park, but like it's like a really overgrown park with these beautiful old street lamps down. There's like a path down the center and like park benches and like old street lamps. It looks kind of European, but I think it might be America because of the skyscrapers. It's giving me like um Central Park in a rom-com kind of a feeling.
Mhm.
Like with people walking down the path and stuff like that. Trying to see
Are
if I
there a
can
lot
see
of
anything
people?
else. There's actually a lot of people, yeah, there's, like, couples walking up and down, and people walking their dogs and stuff like that. There's definitely people there. And it's yeah, it's near water, because I can see water in the distance, but I don't think that there's actually water in the spot that I'm seeing. I think it's just, like, representing to me that there's water around, like a it's, like, on the ocean or on a big lake or something like that.
Mhm.
Something like that.
Huh.
And then sort of you sort of come to a point where you feel like you can't really see anything else, which I think I'm at that point now. And that's when I would say, "Okay, I'm going to check how accurate I am now."
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
so let
So
I've got
me
then
all
you
of it
tell
written
me
down.
the location. Cool, thank you.
So yes, I've got it all written down, and I believe that about half of it, like the first half, you were on the
Okay.
right track, and then veered off around the time when you said you thought you were veering off and going back to the
Oh,
mushroom.
interesting.
That's when you veered off, actually.
Wait, so I was in going in the right direction and then I went backwards into a different
Yes,
area?
you went to a
Yeah,
different place entirely, but, you
that
know.
happens.
um, so yeah, I don't know. Do you look it up first? Can I tell people what it was
Yeah,
or
just
uh
yeah, where was it?
it was Little St. James Island?
So, yeah, palm
Oh my
trees,
god.
the ocean, there was a building, there was a weird hooded person, that was making sense.
Yeah.
But you were just like,
Interesting.
"Why would there be a creepo here?" No, there's
I
creepos
didn't to be Yeah, I actually had a moment where I doubted myself because I thought you were just gonna give me some, like, random place. I should have known that you would give me something that's a little bit more scary.
That huh. All
Sorry.
right.
How do
That's
you feel about that then?
um I think
You
that's
sound a little
fucking
bit like
strange. That's kind of
Yeah.
strange. Yeah.
There again,
Yep.
well, the weird part for me is that, like, sure, you just guess an island, but you saw a weird, hooded, an unidentifiable thing that was weirding you out, which cleared up into a weird hooded person, and you weren't quite sure if they were mean or if they were bad or not, and then you were like, "You know what? We're gonna reset." Like,
Lots of
and
people
that's
there.
when it veered off.
Well, lots of
Yeah,
people
there
there.
was
There's
lots of people there.
pathways. That's if you seen the aerials of Little St. James, they've got
Mhm.
like pathways and the little area that looks like a park. And then uh I found this this like there's like not the temple that's on there, but there's like a gazebo that gazebos are kind of mushroom shaped.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's sometimes how it is, like, you'll see the outline of a shape and your brain will perceive it as, like, the closest possible thing that you can identify, and it's like, "Oh, it's a mushroom," so you'll see it as a mushroom. That's why it's good to just keep your mind kind of open because it you can't say, "Oh, it's definitely a mushroom," because then you go, "Oh, I'm in Central Park," like I just did, like it happens.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
interesting.
yeah, that's
The
fucking
problem
bizarre.
with it is that the I can see under
Yes.
your rules, right? Under your beliefs, like putting myself in your mind, I can see exactly as I was writing the notes down the logic of why and when you veered off or made little mistakes. Like I can see where it came. That's not good. That this this is uncomfortable, actually.
It
Yeah.
is a little bit.
Well, see, now I'm
It's
worried.
kind of scary.
Yeah, now
Oh
I'm
no.
worried. You ever seen Late Night with the Devil? You know, I'm worried we're gonna be like, "Tonight, we're gonna have a remote viewing," and then fucking this all goes awry.
Well, thank you for that. Yeah. Oh
Um,
my goodness. I
Okay.
know you're just like, there's water, there's waves. And it's like, oh no. Oh no, what did we
Wanna
send
do
her
another one?
into?
It's okay,
Yes,
I don't
let's do
mind.
another
I've been
one.
to Mars, I've already seen, like, the scariest possible place I could go. I'm open
Oh
to the scary
man.
places.
well, I
Give
think
me
I
one second. I'm gonna mute,
yeah, I think
just
for
see
for
if I can
this
find the coordinates for something.
we should do some radio
Okay.
in between, and we could do one at the end if that works for you and Abby. Uh,
Yeah, that's fine.
'Cause yeah, I think they'll get mad at me if we just, sit
Yeah,
mostly
that's fine.
silent for the first fucking 40 minutes of the podcast.
I'm relieved to know that I can do it while people are talking now. Even though I went in the wrong direction, I still saw a lot of stuff, so
Yeah, the
yeah,
hooded guys
sometimes
what
yeah.
fucking creeps me out because I'm sure that they had hooded dudes over there, doing all kinds of rapes. They,
I it's gonna sound stupid if I say it now, but I was thinking about when I saw the hooded guy, I was thinking about one of the first times I ever smoked weed. Saw a hooded I thought it was the Grim Reaper, and I thought he was coming to get me, but that's what that reminded me of. So I was like, "Oh, geez," but then sometimes I doubt myself, and I don't wanna just, like, say every crazy thing that
yeah,
pops into my head, but sometimes that is actually the best way, so next time I will say every crazy thing that pops into my head.
yeah, it's just fucking bizarre. So,
Yeah,
so
fun.
you've got like a team
Wait.
of friends that you guys go around doing this
You
with.
sound a little shaken.
Yeah, it's
Um,
fucking weird.
I
Yeah, it's
used
fucking
to. I'm
strange.
not in contact with I don't talk to my friends who do it as much as I used to, but yeah, we used to. I used to, have people that I did remote viewing with.
Huh. So,
It's really fun.
Abby, I
Yeah.
don't know if you're here for this. I was thinking we should do some radio in between. That way, the first 40 minutes of the podcast isn't just kind of like silently uh,
Yeah.
doing remote view. We do one at the end. You can pick the place.
Yes, that makes sense. I'm trying to
What do you
find
mean by
coordinates for the
radio?
place.
We're playing pretend radio.
We're because the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
Uh,
that's all podcasting is I'm a man in my late 30s pretending to have a radio show. So it's cool when you say
That's
it like
fair.
that.
Mm,
Yeah.
fun.
Cool pretend radio station.
yeah, that's what we do. We have a cool pretend radio station. It's all good. I mean,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna ask you about this. So the CIA Stargate
Mhm.
program, one of the places that they remote viewed, they called the Galactic Federation HQ. Have you read
Is
anything
that
about those?
on Mars? I
No,
don't
it's
think so.
somewhere else. And apparently there's it's the premise with that is there's extraterrestrial organic life out there, and the elites of our world have already probably made a deal with the Galactic Federation, and the CIA was trying to remote view their headquarters on another planet. And so they've
Interesting.
got all these declassified documents on it where they just kind of saw like impressions of the place. But, it's interesting.
I haven't been there. Are you gonna send me to that one?
No, I was actually looking for it,
Okay.
and then I realized while I was like, "You know what? Maybe I shouldn't." She said she doesn't like space. Maybe I should
How
not
do you
send
Well,
her to
how do
happy
you
space.
to
get to
go to weird places.
I mean, how do you get the coordinates of the Intergalactic
That's
Federation, though?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
I'm looking
my
for it right now, and I'm not seeing the coordinates in the documents I downloaded from CIA.gov, actually, but I'm looking in them right now. Oh wait, no, I've got them. I've got the coordinates,
so
but I've already told you about it, so
I'd
you can't do
like
it.
yeah, my concern with, like, going to those sorts of places, knowingly is sorry, just that I don't want my imagination to get involved, like, I don't want to insert any narrative into it. It's better when you go somewhere completely blind and you just pick up, like, random stuff and then you compare it to, like, what they've seen. Otherwise, I would totally go there or go to any other weird place that you can think of. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. It would be interesting to
I did go
I
to
mean
Pine Gap once. Do you guys know Pine Gap?
No.
Pine Gap. It
Pine Gap
sounds
is like
like
a military base in Australia, a US
okay.
military base in Australia. Yeah, they say that that's where the lizard people live, in under the mountain there or something like that.
What
They
the
probably
hell?
do.
Why haven't I heard of this?
I think there's some
Pine Gap, look
under
it up.
there's something going on under Cheyenne Mountain in Colorado too. They like mountains, you know, they
Ooh.
build under mountains.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I think I could be wrong, but I think Pine Gap is like near a mountain. When I saw it, it didn't look like a mountain. It looked like a weird building. But then I did it with my friends. It was like a group thing. You can sometimes do group remote viewing where one
Can you
person goes
see
in
each
and then
other?
the other two. Yes, and you can. Yeah, and you can see the same things, which is really crazy. And sometimes you can see each other. I think that's why when I went to Mars, I saw my friend there because he had been there and he was there. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
But then we went up. There's apparently like a space station up above it, and we went and looked at that, and that was weird too.
In a space station.
Yeah, there's like a space station supposedly above Pine Gap that we were looking at. If that
Okay,
makes
so let
sense.
me so if you can move around, right? Like you can
Yeah.
direct what you're looking at and where you're going.
Yes.
So if you were on a space station, did you make it to a window?
A window of the space station?
Yes. Could you see outside anywhere?
Um, we were on the outside of the space station looking at it, like,
Okay.
kind of in. I couldn't really see in, though. I could just sort of see the shape and, like, the windows, and I think at that point I got out because this was, like, one of the earlier ones that we did, and I was uncomfortable knowing that we were in because that's right, my friend picked the coordinates, and when we went there, I could tell that it was something weird, and I didn't like it, and I didn't like what I was seeing, and so I think I got out of that one, but I remember, like, seeing like, when we went to the actual Pine Gap thing, there was guards around it, and they had, like, guns, and my friend was, like, interacting with them, like, he kind of walked past them,
Got your
and they
nose.
looked at him. Kinda yeah, like, the, um they must be, like, really spiritually perceptive there because they could kinda sometimes people can feel that you're there, and that's why entities and stuff will come after you if you go look at a specific place that's a little bit protected, things will come after you afterwards, which happened with me with Mars. It's the same with Pine Gap, like, they could tell that we were there, they could tell that remote viewers were there. And so then we went up to the space station and we were looking at it, and then I think I got out at that point because I was like, "I don't really like this. I don't wanna go to, like, weird places." Now I'm different, now I'm like, "I wanna go to all the weird places," but at that time I was scared still, so yeah.
Well, if you go to space again, you should look and see what shape the Earth is.
I have done that, but at the same time, I don't know how much of my own narrative I'm inserting into that because I was a flat
Ah,
earther before I was a remote viewer. I've seen both. I've seen the Earth represented to me as a globe, and I've seen it flat. So I don't know what to trust with that exactly, because it could be my narrative, you know?
okay.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. I was hoping we could just
It
solve it
is.
tonight.
Right.
Yeah. I have
Yeah.
definitely seen it as flat. Yeah, when I've gone up.
Pine
But
Gap's a weird looking
again
fucking military base.
yeah. I actually don't even know what it looks like from pictures. I only know what it looks like from in my remote viewing experience. Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, it's got
It's like
like
a bunch of little circles.
yeah.
I was gonna say I thought it looked like the Space Needle, the Seattle Space Needle.
I could see that. Just
Hmm,
because at the top, isn't there a little, I don't know.
interesting.
It's very spacey.
Yeah, what do they got all those
That's how I
bulbs?
perceived it.
Why the fuck do they got all those bulbs over
Bulbs is
there? What are they
weird.
keeping in
They're
there?
storing something, yeah.
Hmm.
They look like they're for storage.
Also, why the fuck do we have bases in Australia? Just god damn it.
Yeah.
We have them everywhere. Honestly, yes. Just get them out of the poor Australians probably don't even want us there.
We all know
They probably
about Pine
do.
Gap. We're all like, get the Americans out of here. Well, I like Americans, but get the weird military base out of here.
Yeah, nobody likes American
Sketchy.
pets. That's the problem, okay? The
Pretty
American
much.
government, nobody likes, including us. So
Well.
So it's not even near a mountain.
But hold
I
on.
thought it was.
It's near a mountain. Look at that. That's a mountain,
Oh,
right?
it is?
Yeah, look at that. Or that's a hill. I don't
Oh, I
know.
was picturing a way bigger mountain, yeah.
But well, those look
well,
pretty
if it's
big. Like that's a big. Those bulbs look really
Oh,
big.
yeah, actually, that's true. Good point. It doesn't look that big from the picture, but when I think about how big those bulbs must be, yeah,
But
fair point.
we're talking about trashing the U.S. government. We're giving the goddamn U.S. government a fucking week. Okay, they've had a good 4 days.
you're right. I'm sorry. I will wait. Well, we're taking a break from bashing them. We got our guy. You're right. He's gonna screw up. You know he's gonna screw up.
100%.
I'm
Yes.
And he's not going whatever president gives us full disclosure that I think is honest. You know what? I'll be that whatever gang that is for life, you know? He's not gonna do that for me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in March, like mid-March, we're gonna be able to talk about the fucking JFK, RFK, and MLK fucking assassination files. So, it's just thank you again, Donald Trump, for providing
Yeah.
me with things to talk about on my cool podcast.
Yeah, it's a very cool podcast. We'll talk about JFK
Yeah.
when I think that's only like 2 weeks away. The
No,
JFK
they
one
got
and the other ones are like a month.
no, I guess it's like they got 45 days total for like everything, but it's a matter of gathering stuff. They got 15 days to gather stuff to send it off to something or where it'll be like mid-March, I guess. Which, no, that'll be here before you know
Mm.
it. And so will your fucking 50th birthday, and then you'll be fucking dead. And then somebody's gonna come view you and take you to meet HR fucking Puff and stuff and shit.
It's just gonna be Dot for us.
I
We're
mean,
stuck with HR
Yes.
puppet stuff now.
just
I'll
the
take care of you, don't worry.
just the whole fucking idea of just like you die and then it's like, oh, here comes a woman to bother you after you're dead. Cool.
Oh,
If
no.
it helps, I don't think necessarily everyone goes to that place. Like, all of the souls that I've encountered there have been, like, really troubled and unable to
Yeah.
move on. Maybe you'll go there, I don't know, but
Yeah,
yeah, I don't think
it's
everyone does.
well, I'll probably go to somewhere fucking worse. They're gonna be like, you're gonna be alive forever. Like just let me be gone. Like,
Hell
it,
for Bryden would be eternal life. That
yeah.
would be fantastic. I wish you
Oh,
could give me
really?
that.
Just
Yes.
just for having to fucking keep on fucking and then if people were remote viewing, I mean, it's just can you imagine you're like, all right, I'm stuck here, leave me alone. I hate all these other fucking homeless assholes. And then there's just people coming up and bothering you. And it's like a reverse homeless thing. They're coming over and they're like, you want some change? You want some change? What the fuck? I mean, it's my glasses
Or
break.
you could just go to the park in the hospital. What's the problem,
No.
Go to
Bryden?
the park.
Because
Well, listen, all you have to do when you die is just think of the number 27, and then HR Puff and stuff will come and collect you, and he will take you through the park
that
to heaven.
that sounds just as fucking legitimate as like Catholicism. So,
Think of the number 27. And then, this is great.
Just remember the number 27.
all I know is that whenever I'm supposed to go towards the light, I'm turning my goddamn ass around and I'm going the opposite fucking way.
Go to the park instead.
I mean, if there's a park over there, sure, but I'm not gonna let the lizard people suck me up into their fucking vloosh,
Yeah.
thing and reincarnate me and then make me do all this fucking
Okay.
horse shit again.
Well, okay, so here's this. Here's a question for you, Dot. What if you are working for the reptilians and don't know it? What if you're taking the souls to them?
Ah, see?
Oh, good question. It doesn't feel like that. Is that a valid answer?
No, I was just
I
following
feel
orders. No, I don't think that
no.
you get to.
It's a defense that's been used in the past.
It's it's so hard to explain, like it's just so hard to explain, like, when you're kind of looking at psychic data, you can tell the difference between bad and good. You know what I mean? I don't know, it's just a feeling thing, like, I just have to believe that what I'm feeling is correct. I
That's
don't
some
have
real
any other
Democrat
rationale.
logic right there, actually.
Well, if the
That's how we'll
Facts
fix
don't
the
care about your
economy.
feelings.
Yeah. That's how we'll. That's how
Feelings
we'll.
don't care about your facts.
to be fair, the whole thing is predicated on intuition. So I guess if you start ignoring
Yeah,
it, it's just not
exactly.
going to work anymore.
Yeah. And again, it goes back to the blind test thing, like, if you can see results through blind tests, then you know that you can trust your intuition, and then I don't worry about things like, am I secretly helping the lizard people?
I mean, is there
I
anybody
kind of
fuck?
also believe that, like, inside your head is the connection to God, and it's only through external sources that things can affect you, but if you're just inside your own head, that's how you talk to God, kind of a thing. Does that make sense? I ask that a lot, but nothing I say makes sense, so
Well, I mean, I'm
No,
just
it makes
looking at
sense.
fucking pictures of HR Puff and stuff, and I forgot how fucking creepy this guy is.
I love, like, weird mascots, so I think that's it's fitting.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's got junky eyes. He looks so tired.
What's
Wait,
it
he
about
is
the
a lizard. He's
pancake
a
guy?
dragon.
Ah, see?
He's a dragon.
Fucking there you go.
Maybe I am helping the lizard people, I'm sorry.
I didn't know he was a dragon, but it does make sense.
Hmm.
I'm not even
He
sure
is
if I.
a dragon.
Wait, you had HR Puff and stuff, and then you got Puff the Magic Dragon. What's going on? Those are different guys, right?
Drugs. These
They're
people were
different
smoking
guys, yeah.
weed.
Yeah, they are different guys. I mean,
I don't know what Puff the Magic Dragon looks like, but
he's like a green
I loved
dragon.
It's
HR
just a
Puff and stuff as a
dragon.
kid, like the TV show. Oh,
Huh. Well, fuck me. I don't know.
HR Puff and stuff is the mayor of Living Island, and he is a dragon, yes.
Oh, well, good for him because HR Puppet stuff, a little screenshot of the shit looks like when the Beatles were taking goddamn acid all the time.
I
It's
love him. That's what my inner world looks like. That island.
I don't think I have an inner world. I'm all
He's so
go.
cute.
You do, everyone does.
Nah, I
I'm
don't.
gonna look
See,
at yours, and then I'm gonna tell you about it.
I'm like a
please do.
shark.
I want to hear about
Like a
it.
shark.
How do
Steely
I
eyed.
find like where does it say coordinates on the I'm just looking at the Google Earth app.
Oh, I
Oh,
just
on Google Maps, you have to, right click,
Okay. Yeah, let me see.
and then I'll have a look.
I mean mine was easy to find the
It's okay.
coordinates. I just searced Jeffrey Epstein's
Well,
island coordinates.
I was looking at the app on my phone. That's probably what the problem is.
Oh, there is
Um,
a way, I don't know how to do it, though. Oh, so if you do it on your computer, you can click on a place, and then it comes up with a little pop-up down the bottom that has the coordinates in it. I don't know how to do it on the phone, though.
I'll just do it on the computer. When I click around on here, it comes through in the audio. So I was trying not
Oh,
to
okay, yeah, I see.
do that. Let me see. I will mute for a second to do this so I'm not just clickety clacketing on everybody. I was just looking for the coordinates for the second remote viewing we're going to do soon. So it's ready to
Okay.
go. But
But we can just sit
I'll
and vamp while you
just,
do that, I guess.
well,
Uh,
I was just hoping you would pick up, when I was saying that, and
I
you would
was,
just kind of
I
take it
was,
away.
yeah, I was actually, my headphones were halfway off because I was going. I bet I could sneak away and take a leak before these
No,
ladies know that I'm gone.
no, you have to actually
do the
put
show.
effort in.
Like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm autopilot this month, dude. We getting we got voodoo going on. We got HR puffing stuff, and here he is with the
Yes.
Hamburglar. Um, I've just been like last couple of weeks just really getting on here and looking things up on Google. It's been it's been fantastic, really. But
What sort of things do you mean?
oh, I mean, I don't even remember at this point. It's just
Oh.
anything like doll houses and whatever the fuck we were talking about yesterday.
Oh,
Just kind of
okay.
letting AI Google fucking results dictate whether or not I'm correct about something.
Oh, yeah.
Which
The
is
AI Google results are really weird.
yeah, a lot of them are wrong. They'll tell you to like eat rocks and shit.
Mm. Yeah.
Who's-
True.
but it is a pretty wild shit on there. But so I'm trying to think of like other remote viewing questions things. Because okay, say, but talk more about the Hemi sync thing. We probably should have talked more about this on the first one, but like, I know it's a tone. How long is it? Like, is it like a series of tapes, or is it like just one?
Yeah. There's 50 in total, and they go for about 30 minutes to, like, 40, some of them are 55 minutes, I think. And they teach you how to protect yourself. I should have actually talked about that before, but, they teach you how to protect yourself when you go to, like, weird places in particular. Like, you start by learning how to put all your fears, like, in a box so you can relax better, and then you do resonant tuning, which is where, like, you breathe in and then you go, "Ooh," while they play, like, weird chanting music and you sync in with that, and then you do an affirmation and you do an energy conversion bubble where you, like, kind of visualize yourself in, like, a spinning protective bubble thing that converts your energy, and then you go through the focus levels and count from, like, 1 to whatever, they all serve a different purpose, like, 1 through to 27, and then every layer has, like, a different purpose that they serve, and you do different things there and have different experiences, and the tapes are just to teach you how to do that,
Hmm.
basically, and you end by going to the center of the earth,
Oh, sure. That's where
which
everybody
was
wants
int
to.
at that I did see a lizard person there, actually, in
Well,
the inner core of the earth.
In
uh,
the center of the earth, what does it look like? Is it hollow
Yes.
down there?
It's a six-sided like, what do you call it? Like, it's like a gem or something? Like a big
Okay.
crystal. Crystal is the word I'm looking for. A six-sided crystal, and it
Like
was
the
like an
chaos emeralds.
albino crocodile person in there,
Huh.
so
in the center.
a hexahedron is what a six-sided or polyhedron. No, yeah,
Okay.
hexahedron is a polyhedron with six faces. So a hexahedron.
Mm,
Um, so like the artifact from Baldur's Gate.
I haven't played that, but I believe you. Yeah, he was, like, floating in there.
What the fuck's he
So
doing
that
down
was
there?
interesting.
In
Well,
like a
that's yeah.
sorry, what was he floating in? Like the air, or was there like a substance?
I think it was the air. I think he was sort of it was like a crystal, but I think it was hollow inside and he was just, like, in there, kind of hovering or something. That's just how I saw it, like, I'm not sure that that's literal. It's just that's how I perceived it,
Well,
as in, like yeah.
well,
Again, I don't even know if I believe in the center of the earth, but
I mean, I'm wondering if like, what happens if he gets out?
I think it's sort of implied that he was the power center, if that makes sense.
So he's just working
Like
around the
That's how
clock.
I sort of felt about it. Yeah, like,
soul
he's
of the
just
earth?
there something like that, yeah. It felt like a battery plugged in there.
And
What?
that guy is a battery? That poor guy.
I mean,
He looked content, he was just sort of there. Yeah. It might be okay, so I will say my sort of feeling on the Earth is that it is, um, what do you call it? A toroidal Oh my god. It's a flat plane in the center of a toroid sphere. That's what I'm looking for. And the center of the Earth, quote unquote, is a mountain in the middle, and all the countries are like around that mountain. And the mountain is the North Pole, where the North Pole is. And when people try and like go to the North Pole, you know how that no one can ever like get to the North Pole. It's you can't circumnavigate it or whatever.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think that's because it just goes around, kind of a thing, and they just can't quite get to this mountain. And I think it's like Mount Olympus. And I think that the crystal thing that I saw is inside of the mountain.
So
That's what I think.
there's not like an ice wall and nothing. You don't think there's an ice wall
The
and
ice
like
wall's
extra
on the
shit.
outside. Yeah,
There's
the
nothing
ice wall
beyond
is
it.
real. Um, I don't know. I don't think so. I think beyond the ice wall is where the toroid sphere starts, and that is, like, what gives it a sort of globe-like feeling. Because I have like I said, I've seen it, through remote viewing, I've seen it look kind of globe-like, but I've also seen it look flat when you go up quite high, so that's what I think.
Huh.
What about the idea of there being like a literal physical world and then like a symbolic representation of it?
I really heard about that. What does that mean exactly?
Basically, that both would be true at the same time. And that when
Oh,
you're
interesting.
remote viewing it, you're not seeing like what it literally looks like.
Oh,
You're seeing
that's
just like an
definitely true.
like a symbolic version of it, like a
Yeah.
spiritual symbolic image that's not quite it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely true. That's why I said, like, the way you're picking up it's like when you're remote viewing or, like, astral projecting or anything like that, tr it's like reading Braille without knowing how to read Braille, right? You're just sort of feeling weird shapes and trying to decipher them, and then you just decipher them however you can best in your own mind, and that's like the spiritual representation or the symbolic representation. It's your interpretation of this foreign data that is difficult to interpret because we don't have a written language transcription type of thing for it. So
Hmm.
it's like reading Braille. Yeah.
Well, all right.
That's how I'd explain it.
Makes sense. I think that in this sort of paradigm, I don't know if that's the right word to use here at all. You can have both a round Earth and a flat Earth
Mm,
at the same time.
Why are you talking
I
about
think that
fucking
makes sense.
quantum Earths?
Yes.
Something's round or it's flat, not one of those, you know.
Right. So it's physically round, okay? Like a pear,
I would say the
right?
opposite. I would say it's, like, physically flat, but you could perceive it as round, but that's my bias maybe.
Okay.
It looks flat in the real world, but when
It
I've looked
does.
at it in remote viewing, it has looked I've seen the dome shape. Again, I don't know if that's a dome or if it's the Earth being curved.
So
Could just be the firmament.
Earth playing a
Yeah,
prank on you.
m maybe, maybe. Or sometimes it's just, like, the representative of a globe, not this is the shape of the Earth, this is a globe. Does that make sense? Just
Um,
Sure.
symbolism. Yeah.
well, now
Why
I'm on
not?
yeah, now I'm on Amazon seeing if they've got like flat Earth globe, like you know, like a.
Yeah,
It
look up
wouldn't
the
be
Gleason
called
map.
a globe.
Well, I know, but you know what
The
I
flat
mean.
Earth map. The Gleason map is the flat Earth map.
Yeah, but I want one
Yeah,
like you know how they got like globes in a classroom or whatever. I want that, but flat.
I think that's just a map.
What?
So
Shut up.
well, look up like flat Earth model
Yeah.
There you go.
on a stick. I guess.
um,
It's just like a cake stand with a mountain in the middle. Like,
yeah, this one attaches to your phone. Here's a
Mm.
oh,
yeah. Got
that's
a.
what I need.
I mean, yeah. I don't think they're making what I want. But oh, there's coasters. Um, but those just look like the UN. Like you're just really into the UN.
The UN so the UN map is like the flat Earth map. They
Yeah.
use the flat Earth map as their logo.
Yeah. Because there's nothing but
Yeah.
lies with the fucking UN.
Yeah.
They're just
It's so
taunting
crazy.
us.
Mhm.
I'm not a big fan of them and all of their things that they say. I don't listen to the UN that often because I mean that's nobody does. It's fucking boring, right?
Yeah.
I like when
Yeah?
Trump's there though, and he's just like, "Listen here, bozo. There's a
Is that what
new."
he says?
Yeah, he goes, "Listen here,
Yes.
bozo. There's a new sheriff in town, so straighten up and fly right, or you're gonna get the hammer."
Yeah, I think I saw that.
Yeah, dude.
I saw that video.
Exact quote. That's how he is. He shows up. He started wearing spurs on his shoes as well.
Okay.
Did he really?
Yes.
No!
I believe you.
We all wear cowboy hats and cowboy boots with spurs and
If I was
assless
American, I would.
chaps.
I would wear a cowboy hat if I was American.
I mean, you'd be surprised how many of us do, like,
Yeah.
regularly, honestly. I don't, but lots of people around me do.
I have a cowboy hat, like, within eyesight of me right now. So
Yeah, it's just everywhere. I mean, I have I don't wear cowboy hats, but one of my hats, it's kind of like a witch hat with a cowboy hat top instead of being pointy, so it's kinda close. So we all have one.
No.
sounds like a stupid
And I
fucking
ride a
hat.
kangaroo to work.
It's real stupid. Yep.
Oh,
Okay,
you know one thing I don't fucking like about kangaroos? The
What?
inside of their pouch is not like, you wouldn't wanna get in there. It's just like animal in there. That you can see their, leg bones and shit.
Like, that's the inside of their body?
They look like it'd be fucking
Yeah,
comfortable.
it's like skin.
Yeah.
It's like skin, yeah.
It's like, it
What were you expecting it to be?
I don't know, kinda like lined with velvet?
Yeah, you thought it was gonna be like a fuzzy little comfy blanket pouch,
Yeah.
like a Snuggie.
Yeah, it is not at
I
all.
guess so, yeah.
It's
No, yeah.
fucking gross in there.
Yes.
Uh,
Kangaroos are
My
very weird. I do like them, though.
You
ugh.
do like them? They seem like
Yeah,
they'd
I
be a
just saw one on my street
nuisance.
a few days ago. They can be. Not where I live, but they can be. Some places where they're, like, overpopulated, they are a pest.
Did you guys wanna try another, blind
Yes.
test or
Yeah.
Can I go to the bathroom
Yeah.
first, please?
Yes,
Go
you
nuts.
go
Great.
ahead.
Thanks.
Alright.
We could keep talking while
Yeah.
she's gone
Well,
if you'd like. I
so
just feel like the chances of her ending up on an island in her experiment immediately are a little low,
yeah. And the hooded
right?
guy is fucking strange, and the
Yes!
building with the building with, like, a bunch of little windows going up it, look at the temple on there before they boarded it up,
I know.
and one side's got a bunch of little fucking windows on it. Palm
Yeah, I
trees,
mean,
there's fucking palm trees on that island.
I I wrote down pretty much everything she said, like all the keywords. So we had the mushroom, which she thought was a representation for something because it's like a cartoonish type,
Could've been
it's a
Donald Trump's
toadstool.
penis.
He could have been. There was she started talking about like like some sort of water. So to get to the water, she said pool, fish tank. No way. I think it's just kind of glitching. Like, no, it's not a glass encased water. It's waves. It's, the ocean. There's waves. She said palm tree on the other side of the water with coconuts. Then she started getting toward the weird hooded person. Okay, which at first she said was unidentifiable and had she wasn't sure if they had a bad vibe or not kind of thing, and then she said it was a weird hooded person. But then she was like, "Clearly that's not right, right? Why would all of that be the case?" I'm just reviewing my notes here while you were in the restroom, by the way. And so she goes back to the mushroom and she sees the building. She sees I don't know what the nuts and bolts were.
No,
I guess that's like
I've always kind of fucking figured there's something under that
Weird.
temple under there. There could be all kinds of torture shit with nuts and bolts and God knows what underneath the fucking island on that. I mean, it's fucking
yeah,
Have you
that's
guys seen the dentist table? The
Yeah,
dentist
exactly.
table.
Yes, with nuts
Yeah.
and bolts, yes.
It's weird because the bolts that I was seeing weren't connected to anything. I sort of saw them next to the building, but they weren't, like, in the building. They were just floating. So I was like, "That's really strange." It's weird sometimes you just see random imagery, you're like, "How does this all fit together? I don't understand," but just gotta roll with it.
So she sees the nuts and bolts, and then she sees the building, which could be interpreted as the big building on the island.
Yeah, with the
And then
tiny
some
windows
sort of
like that.
she started talking
Yeah.
about lamps and like walkways, park kind of area. All of it, I mean, you can't really say that it doesn't fit. None of this you can say is just no, none of this.
Benches
Like
there
this
as
doesn't
well.
fit at all.
Yeah.
Yes, there's benches. I could see that making it very park-like,
Yeah, it's
And
like
then
a
you
fucking
said
resort where they,
that
raped kids, but yeah, it was a nice island.
Oh my god.
and then at
That was
that
really funny
point
too when you were like, "Have you ever been there?" It's like, "Fuck no."
no. No, no.
Uh,
And then yeah, so if the picture we have in the chat, the text chat that us three are looking at, the listeners are not, though you can see that the ocean's off to the distance. And when she had gotten to that point where she's looking at the building and the benches, like the park like area, she said that the ocean was like off in the distance, but it was definitely there. So yeah, that's
Weird because when I
interesting.
was in the park, I remember I said it was like a scene from a rom-com.
mhm.
You did.
It
It was
felt I kept thinking of, like, Sex and the City when they're walking through the Central Park or I thought I was in Central Park, to be honest. Um, and like, they're on dates in Central Park, like, that's what I was seeing in my
there
head.
was a lot
That's
of
how I
them.
was perceiving it. Yeah.
There's a lot of that. I
There were
mean,
a lot
Which
of
is funny
people
'cause it
paired up.
connects
You said you saw couples
this
yeah.
walking.
Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
god.
I was thinking
Oh
of the
no.
celebrity connection because I was thinking of, like, Sex and the City, rom-coms, Hollywood, that sort of thing. So
Yeah.
it's, like, weirdly kind of connected, but in a tangential way, which is how these things often work.
But people
Yeah.
were coupled up. You did say
I
that. And
did
we
s
didn't lead you
Yeah.
at all. Everyone
No.
listening, that you heard the entire process.
Right. I mean,
Phew.
I can't stop fucking just, thinking about, a rom-com starring Jeffrey Epstein, but,
Look at
Jeffrey
all these
couldn't
couples.
Jeffrey couldn't find love. He had a great idea. "I'm gonna rig my house up with cameras."
I think it'd be better if it's just like a dating show where they all get trapped in the house.
Like, The Bachelor, but with Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, boy.
Mm.
It's terrible.
Alright.
All right, I've got the coordinates in a note. I've got the subject line is a series of letters and numbers.
Okay, I'm going to quickly get comfortable, which is an important part of the process.
Comfiness is always important, no matter what you're doing.
True. Okay. Alright, I'm ready.
It is Y67P90.
Okay. Alright. First thing that I'm seeing is a tree stump. Like a it's actually quite large, it's not a small one. And I can see the spiral in the not a spiral, like the rings. It sort of looks like a spiral to me, but um, I think it's supposed to be the tree rings, and I can see like the roots kind of coming off the bottom of it. That's my anchor point, tree stump.
All right.
I can see an umbrella. And yeah, I can see a red umbrella. It's open.
Right.
Gold. I'm getting, like, weird patterns, I think. I can't identify. It's like a, um feels like a pattern, but it's like a physical, what do you call it? It's not a flat pattern, it's something repeating over and over again, kind of in, like, a
Okay.
scoopy shape? I don't know how to
A
explain it.
scoopy shape. Okay.
Yeah, like a it's made of metal, and it's almost like a grate or something, but what is that?
A metal grate.
I know what it is, but I don't know what it is. It's not a grate, it's patterned like a grate, but it's almost like a mold, or I might be hold on. Sometimes maybe I'm looking at stuff up really close and I can, like, zoom out a little bit. It's, I'm looking at a manhole cover, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a tunnel. It's like a sewerage drain, but it just goes down. It just goes straight down.
With like no ladder or anything? Just a tunnel going
N
down.
no. There's, okay. There's tunnels, but they're like sewage pipes, but there's one that goes straight down, and then there's, like, 4 that go from left to right, but they're not connected to the one that goes straight down.
Okay.
And the Yeah, hold on one second. Okay. I'm going to go back to the tree stump again and have a think about that because I'm getting a bit confused.
Okay.
No, I feel like the, tunnel grid is, like, something that's but I don't know that it's, like, actually a tunnel grid, it's a really weird one. I can
Sounds
see
weird.
above the manhole cover, there's, like, a okay, it's not a city, it's like a town, but a it's like a studio set, like a prop town, um, like
Okay.
like one of those, like, I think people do this when they go to, like, Universal Studios and stuff, where the, they go on the sets or something. We have those in Australia when you go to, like, Movie World, you can,
Mhm.
like, walk around those fake places that yeah, it's like one of those places.
Yeah.
I can see, like, a little barber shop and, oh, there's like an old saloon, like a cowboy saloon, and all of this is, like, above the I feel like I'm at Disney World. That's what it feels like because of the tunnels and the prop stuff above.
Mhm.
I'm going to try looking around. Okay. Okay, there's a big sphere. Yeah, there's a big,
Okay.
um it's like a big gigantic ball thing,
Uh-huh.
and at first I thought it might be like that thing that they have in Las Vegas where it's like the big light up sphere thing, but it's
Uh-huh.
got shadows on it, I think.
Okay.
Like, it's like a concrete sphere. That's how I'm seeing it anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't know what purpose it serves. I can see mountains behind it. Behind the big sphere, there's mountains. They look weird though. They look more like sand dunes, like they're really pointy.
Yeah.
And that's so I turned around. I was looking at the prop world behind me,
Mhm.
and I turned around and the sphere is over to the other side.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of stuff, but it's all really weird. I'm gonna go
Like
back
you
to the
can't
tunnels.
Oh, I would
Um,
love to know about the tunnels.
I'll go back to the tunnels, but I can't see anything in them. They just look like empty brick. Uh, they're brick. They're made of brick inside. That's weird. Okay, I wonder if I can. I'm sensing that this is like somewhere really weird. So I'm wondering if I can like go down the tunnel and see what's down the tunnel. So I'm gonna try and do that. It just gets really dark. Oh, there's water down here.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm not going down there. I don't like that. There's water down there. Yeah, okay. Hold on a second. I'm coming back up. Sorry.
It's alright.
It's weird. The one that just goes straight down
Mhm.
has water. I can't see what's in the other ones. They just go in weird directions. But they're not as dark. Okay. I think that's all I'm gonna get. Do you
Alright.
want me to look at anything in particular or
Um, no. I think we're good. I
okay.
think I think I'm gonna go with the raw data we have here, and I'm gonna tell you
Alright.
that it is McMurdo Station in Antarctica, which I'm looking at the
Oh shit.
pictures. And, there is a big concrete sphere, but it's
No
not in the
fucking way.
middle of the
Really?
town. It is across away from the town.
What the
The tree
fuck?
stump thing I saw at first was probably the many wooden signs that do seem to have lines on them, like natural wood that's been stained really well. Um, you were talking about weird repeating patterns you couldn't figure out and like a metal grate sort of situation. They're in Antarctica. Of course, they're building things underground. And there's like also, you said you kept seeing weird stuff. Well, they have these weird looking solar panels. I'm looking at the pictures from Google Earth right now.
Huh?
They've got a bunch of just weird looking, almost like silly stuff. And the town, like the buildings on top, do look like a fake town because it's a station in Antarctica. Like, they don't have a lot of resources, they're just, like, plopping down buildings for things. And there's,
This
like,
place
weird
before.
solar panel structures everywhere. You said that there were mountains, but that it was kind of like sand dunes. Snow would explain that. Um, yeah, and there
Yeah,
were
no,
dark tunnels
actually.
under the ground. So, let me see, can I just save these
Wow.
pictures? I'm not sure. Can I just link here? I'll just link to it. Um, yeah, so I don't know. Once again, like, that you could have said literally anything there, and it shouldn't fit. It shouldn't fit. I don't know.
Yeah, I could have landed in, like
I should have
like,
that link works.
a
Let's see.
tropical island that time, and it wouldn't have yeah.
But you should be able to flip through. There's like 20 pictures of the
Okay.
station, and I was like actively flipping back and forth through them as you talked, and I was like, "Yep, there's the sphere, there's the thing," you know. Um,
Yeah,
Bryden,
okay.
do
I'm
you
even
have
a
any
little bit freaked out
thoughts?
by this one.
Yeah, I can't believe that there's a giant fucking sphere.
Yeah, that was
I was looking at that picture as she said it, and I
And
was
it
like,
look
does she have remote access to my computer psychically? What is happening?
it also does kinda look like the one they got at Disney.
It does. And also
Wait,
some of
they
the
actually
solar
have one at
panel-y
Disney?
things do. They
Yeah.
have a big sphere, but it's bigger, and it's like,
Okay.
it looks like a big golf ball,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
It's like
Okay. Did I say that? Did I say that it was like a golf ball?
No, you said
No,
it was
it's a
big
Disney.
and round and that they're
See, I should
like
have said everything in my head.
Um,
anyway, yeah, so that I mean, I don't know what the open umbrella thing is, but
Yeah.
I mean, something could have looked like an umbrella, like the solar panel things or something.
Like I
A
said, sometimes
building.
your brain just kinda goes off into a different direction. I think I'm getting better at feeling when that's happening, which is why I often just go back to the tree stump, or, like, once I saw the tunnels, I thought, "This is definitely the real like, this is what I'm supposed to be looking at," because it feels it's hard to explain, it's just a practice thing, like, you can feel that there's something there that's real, rather than just seeing random images. Like, when I saw the umbrella, I
Yeah.
thought, "Yeah, that's just an umbrella, I don't know." Yeah. Just takes time to, like, be able to identify that.
uh,
I just found I found a video of a tour through the station. I'm skipping through it.
Okay.
Um,
I mean,
I'm gonna link this.
Feeling.
Um,
why why is there a fucking giant sphere, dude?
there's a giant sphere. Like I didn't. I, yeah. Okay, let me link
Um,
this video. It doesn't go. It doesn't seem to go underground or anything. But if you wanted to look at that later,
the
Okay. Interesting.
it's just a
I've
little.
never
They
even
just
heard of this
drove
place.
through.
The first time I ever remote viewed Antarctica, I saw it as a tropical like a jungle, and I thought that there
Oh,
was more shrouding around it, so I'm actually surprised I saw anything at Antarctica.
well, the thing is,
'Cause because it's, like, protected.
well, and Antarctica used to be forest, like thousands and
Yeah.
thousands and thousands. Like it was like a brilliant, a vibrant, sorry, not brilliant, lush place
such a
back in the
smart
day.
forest.
It was a very
I
smart
I
forest.
think in
What is
some places where it's, like, protected, like, the government doesn't want you to look, they can put, like, some kind of ward up or something, and you can just view, like, the past or an abstract representation of something. It's harder to, like, get imagery there, so I'm actually surprised I saw something so literal in Antarctica. I would have
well,
expected it to be not like that.
this one I think in particular is probably not one of the more secret ones. You know what I
Okay.
mean? It's just kind of like they let people from other countries go there and things like that. Like it's
Oh,
just kind of the research station,
yeah.
science station that's not super secretive. So maybe, yeah, I don't know if that
Yeah.
affects that
That
at
would yeah.
all. I didn't pick like a top secret base or something like that might be actually scary if it was real, you know?
Thank you, yeah. Yeah, interesting.
I
I
mean,
wonder what's in the water down there.
that's a good question.
They've got
Abby,
something down there.
you wanna stop nervously tapping your goddamn foot into the microphone?
Yeah, sorry. I'm
I
fine.
know. We're summoning
It's
fucking
freaky, isn't
demons
it?
on the goddamn podcast
Yeah,
apparently now.
yeah, whoops,
It's alright, they'll
sorry.
only come visit me, they won't see you.
That's good.
I'm the one that looked at it, so
Whatever's down in that tunnel, oh my gosh, sorry, I apologize in advance.
That's
Um,
alright, I willingly went down there. I didn't have to do that.
well, that was a lot of fun. Thank you for doing that
Yeah.
with us, for humoring
Okay, you're
us
very
so
welcome.
much.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Uh, Yeah, I got nothing to fucking say other than
Fine.
I don't know. You guys listen to it. You could I'll put her fucking Twitter in the description of this one too. Yeah, I don't know. That went a lot stranger than I was thinking it would go, honestly. Huh. All right.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna have to do, like, shoehorny stuff here, but no. No, it just fits. There's a
I'm actually
sphere.
relieved. I'm relieved that I was able to see anything
Well, shit.
because I can definitely be wrong sometimes. So yeah, that's good.
Well, everyone's wrong
Cool.
sometimes.
Not me though.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that. I was literally about to say except Bryden.
Yeah.
Is there any do you have any final thoughts or anything, you would like to conclude on here before we close
No,
out?
I'm all good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on. We'd love to have you on
Yeah.
again sometime, anytime you wanna come talk to us. We could do the regular show format even if you wanna try giving people advice on their lives. Got
Yeah.
a
I
lot
don't
of
know if I'm the
weirdos.
best person for that, but yeah, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Yes. So, everyone, this was Dot. Thank you very much for coming on. I think that's all we have for today, Bryden, unless there's something you wanted to bring up.
No. No,
He's in shock.
I'm playing video games or something.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Fucking
The
sphere?
drought.
There's a fucking sphere there?
There was a sphere. Yeah.
I mean,
This big sphere and off on its own too. Yes.
god damn it, dude.
She started specifying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know.
We're just gonna
Mm,
have to sit with this for a while,
Yeah.
everybody. Okay, thank you for
yes.
listening and have a great week. Secure in the knowledge that we are with you and we are the only ones you can trust are here to summon demons, apparently.